Hi guys, it's another beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Today is a Monday and it's a busy morning for me because I have to hurry up because I am going to report for work. And as you know, I'm a government worker and I also have so many things to attend in my office. Today, I'm going to make an update about our fish here at the backyard. As you know, we have big tanks and we have also bred several types of fish. And if you are a new subscriber, maybe you don't know about the pet shop that we are operating. And this is very important if you have a pet store or a fish shop. You have to back this up, your supply with breeding of this several types of fish. Well, in my case, I am breeding this Japanese koi, I'm breeding the goldfish, the betta fish, we have the guppies, and also we have several types of mollies. And these mollies are actually the bread and butter also of the pet store. We are also getting stocks from the other cities and even other countries. But it is really best that you have, as a pet shop owner, a buffer fish at your backyard. You have to breed your own, and that's what we are doing. And as you can see here, we have big tanks. And my piece of advice, if you are going to make a big tank, you have to provide a good drain pipe that will not leak any moment, because you can just drain immediately your water if there is trouble inside in your fish pan. And today, as you can see, this tank is filled with plants, and maybe you will ask, is it really necessary for the plants to be integrated in your fish pan? My answer is yes, but we have to control the plants because there are tendencies that the plants will creep and occupy the tank, that there will be no more enough space for the fish. And as you can see, the babies are just here, and this is our regular routine to get all the babies so that the tank will not be congested. We made this tank last year and I'm so glad that we have actually completed our building of this breeding tanks, and we have actually 6, and each of these have different species. And in this tank you will see that there are balloon mollies, there are silver mollies, there are chocolate mollies, we have the marble mollies that right there. And today we're gonna feed this now with our dapnia. Well, in the past months we have made a film about how to culture this dapnia, and we have actually a good source of food now because we are culturing dapnia by the use of this cow dung and also poultry manure. Your success in breeding this ornamental fish largely depend on our live food. We cannot dispense the live food because this is really the best food for the baby goldfish. And as you can see, our culture of dapnia is really thriving, though I must say that this culture cannot support the massive fish. That is why I am doing this, because at any moment we can just get dapnias out of our breeding tank or culturing tank and feed this to our baby fish. So we will get some. Actually, we're not making a harvest every day. We're only making harvest every 5 days or even once a week. So this is it now. We're gonna gather some of them. When we started culturing this dapnia, we only put some teaspoonful of starters, but we already have made a harvest more than the amount of the starters that we placed in here. Ow! And look at our goldfish. They are so healthy and they are actually 1.5 months old. I already made an initial harvest of this batch and they are already sold at the pet store, and as you can see, their bodies are just perfect. I already made a culling on this. Those were having deformities on their bodies were already fed to the catfish. This group now are really good for the aquarium because the bodies are just perfect. They don't have issues on their tails. They are just really very easy to breed and to grow if you just know about the techniques and the mechanics on how to care for this goldfish. Number one tip is we have to expose them to a warm place. So you will see that although we have here the roofings, but this is exposed to sunlight, especially noontime. This area here is exposed to sunlight, and goldfish really likes warm temperature. So guys, we are here at the tank of our baby goldfish. They are just 3 weeks old, and this is the third batch actually of our breeding of this calico ryukin. We are very glad that they're already now big. After 2 months, they're gonna be good for the pet store already because they will really grow fast. Of course, I am always feeding them with live food. I'm feeding this once a day, and the rest of the day they will eat the commercial pellet. And there is also a warning in giving this dapnia, because this dapnia can cause also pollution of the water, that it will result to development of bacteria that will kill the fish. As you can see here, we don't have this overhead filter. We don't also use the sponge filter, but we are draining the water by the use of the submersible pump. We are actually getting the water by the use of this submersible pump, and we are doing this every now and then, meaning that we have to regularly check if they're not anymore in their A1 condition, they're not anymore eating. Then that's the time that we're gonna reduce maybe half of the water inside the tank and replace that with new one. So I've always mentioned that in my previous video. And you will also see that we have here baby swordtails. Come on, let's feed these swordtails. These swordtails are really good at eating their babies, and you will see that they are there eating the dapnia, but we have to regularly check if the babies are already hiding in the plants, because any moment if they go hungry, they will really eat their babies. It's raining. So guys, this is the tank intended for our baby mollies. These baby mollies will grow fast if they are not congested in the tank. So you will see that I have here a slim tank, but it's very deep. But my piece of advice is that you just maintain a shallow tank for the mollies. This is not actually intended for the mollies, but we are using this temporarily because this tank is intended for the Japanese koi. These are our harvest of this Japanese koi. You'll see this one. We're breeding this koi, but during this pandemic, we stopped breeding because we're not even allowed to go out to the community. We will pack this up and then we will bring this to the pet store. You will see that their sizes varied. We have big kois, we also have small ones, and there are medium size also that you can find here in our tank. So this is really important, as what I have said. You have to back your business with, you know, breeding your fish, because like this moment there is no flight from Manila, and we cannot just easily get some fish from other cities. So there is no problem because we have many stocks right here at the backyard, and that's what we are doing now. We are doing the harvest, and any moment we will just bring this to the pet store, and then if this gonna be bought by our customers, we still have the backup. We still have so many fish right at the other side of this house. I'm enjoying the rain actually, but we have to take a bath after this. You will see that they are already preparing a plastic cellophane to pack this the Japanese koi that we have just harvested. we will put them in a plastic according to their sizes. And you will note that I have there fresh water. That's actually aged water from the tank, and we are using that. And that's my tip: if you're gonna transport your koi, your Japanese koi, especially in the goldfish, we have to make it sure that we will prepare an aged water, because if we will just use the water from the tank that's already been stirred up, that water is really filled with ammonia. The ammonia will result if you are going to stir up the water in the tank. So we will use another water, the aged one. We can be assured that our fish is safe and ready to be transported. So you will also see that we have here this plastic cellophane. The air inside is the oxygen, and we are using this, putting this inside instead of bringing the tank here. So you look at this, guys. This are just barely 3 months baby kois, and we have grown them in this tank. They really need a big space, and the more you provide them with big space, the more they will grow faster. I would like to share something about this pet store or this pet shop business. Since I've started this project or this business, I always made sure that I am going to connect with people, meaning I'm going to connect with the local breeders as our source of supply. And in fact, I've been visiting local breeders, and they provided me with good stocks because I also supported them with some breeders. And if they don't have this budget for the food, then I will give them some budget for the food, or even these commercial pellets, for them to be able to massively produce also their stocks. And then we will just deduct the cost of these feeds from the price of their produce that they're selling to me. So this is actually a symbiotic relationship. I supported them, they supported me, and we supported each other. And maybe you will ask, Dexter, when will you ship your fish internationally? Well, I am really very sorry, because I have read all the comments asking for the shipment abroad. I'm really very sorry, because we really need to have this exportation permit before we can send these fishes abroad, and my time will not really permit, because I am really busy. I'm really too busy with my work, with the farm now, and of course our business. But I hope you will understand, and sooner, maybe sooner after my retirement, that's gonna be the thing that I'm going to do first, to be able to get a permit and maybe a transshipper for me to be able to export this kind of fish to other countries. So guys, this is the thing that we are doing right here at the backyard, and I hope you will be encouraged to also do your thing. Maybe you are a hobbyist, or maybe you are planning to put up a business, a pet shop business, and this is our encouragement, my encouragement to you guys, to just do your thing, connect with people, and be natural. Be able to be ready also to help other people in this kind of hobby. That's the thing that we can share with you so far. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, because we are regularly uploading videos, and for you also to be notified of our future uploads only here at Dextersworld.
There's a heavy load upon